Hello, my wonderful friends. We're going to do our third lesson, and it actually has the same exact learning target as yesterday's lesson, lesson number 2. So that'll make things go faster. It says, you can read with me, I can subtract from multiples of 100 and numbers with 0 in the tens place. So since it's the same learning target we did yesterday, we'll go over it a little bit quick. What are we doing today? We are subtracting from our multiples of 100, like 100, what's another one? 200, 300, what else? Yep, all the way up. Oh, these are multiples of 100. When you count by 100, if you land on that number, it's a multiple of 100. And any number that has a 0 in the tens place, which these ones do. These ones do, but so do other numbers. They don't have to have a 0 in the ones place to have a 0 in the tens place, okay? So if we look here, we do have a number that's a multiple of 100. Here it is. And it has a 0 in the tens place. So that's what we're using today. Numbers that have those kinds of zeros to help us figure out different strategies we can use to subtract from those numbers. So I've got a couple tricky problems for you today, but since we did practice on lesson 2, hopefully we're ready. Actually, I know you're ready for them because I've seen the awesome work you guys have been doing at school. All right, so here's our first problem. I want you to look at it and think about what you notice. This is a friendly number, it's 300. What do you notice about this number? It's close to a friendly number. What number is it close to? How far away is it from 200? 95, 96, 97, 98, 99, 200. It's only 5 away. So maybe we can simplify this problem and make it a little easier so that we could use mental math to solve it. So if you remember these little pictures we did, in my center, 300, and then I have 195. How many do I need to add to this to get to 200? Let me use a different color. You said 5, right? We need to add 5. If we give this one 5, what do we have to do with this one? He has to get 5 too. This is like Nadine said. Whatever her mom does for her, she has to do for everybody else, or it wasn't fair, right? Right, Nadine? Or was it Elise? Maybe it was Elise that was telling me that because it was about her brother, Bubba. She said if her mom gives her the iPad, she has to give her iPad to her brother too, or it wouldn't be fair. And I said, oh, that sounds a lot like this. If we give a 5 to this number, we have to give a 5 to the other number, right? But you gotta be fair. Okay, so now we get 200, and we get 305. And now we can subtract these a lot easier. This is our new problem. Minus 200. Can you do this in your head, mental math? What would you do? You would just take 200 away from here, and you would have 100 left. Would you do anything to these? Nope. So what's our answer? 105. And we didn't have to use a long strategy for that. We just added 5 to it. You could do that in your head too. If you don't need to do this whole picture over here, then you could just think in your head, I'm going to add 5 to him, add 5 to him, and make a new number sentence, okay? You don't need the picture unless it helps you think about what new numbers you're making. All right, there's another way we could do this too. Same problem. What if we want to think about it like it's an addition problem? I know it's not an addition, but what if we're trying to think about it as an addition problem? It would be like asking, how do I get from 195 plus something is going to get me here? So I'm going to jump. I'm trying to jump from this number all the way up to this number, which jumps reminds me of saying like a number line or an arrow way. So let's say I want to start at 195. I should start over here, right? Because it's a smaller number. Actually, I'm going to start on the left side. 195. And I'm going to give myself a little more space. Okay, 195 and a number line. And I'm trying to get up to 300. How can I get to the next friendly number? How many should I add first? How many would you add first? I could add a 100 first. I could add 5 more to get to the next 100. I'll add 100 first. Let's do that. You can do it however you would like, okay? So I add 100 more. How many would I get now? 295. And then how do I get from 295 to 300? How many more do I need? Just 5. And then I get to 300. But what's my answer? How many jumps did I have to make to get here? That's what we care about. That'll be our answer. We jumped 100 and 5. So what's that total answer? 105. Do we get the same answer as the other strategy? You could also use vertical method. You could also use a hundreds, tens, and ones chart. These are just a couple ideas. All right, I'm going to have you move on to a new problem. This one I'm going to ask you to solve on your own, and I'll tell you what we're doing. All right, so we're going to solve this problem. 500 take away 213. All right, so I'd like you to solve this problem using the hundreds, tens, and ones chart and the vertical method. And you can pause the video right here and spend some time solving both ways, seeing if you get the same answer. And then how did we check for our work yesterday? What did we check with? We check with an addition sentence. So go ahead and pause the video and come back in a couple minutes when you've tried this. See if you get the same answer and see if your check works too. Okay, so pause right here. All right, my darlings. I hope if you're back, it means you tried it on your own because you're getting smarter than me and you don't need my help for all of them. Okay, I'm going to work on it too. You can keep working on it if you haven't finished. I'm going to work on my hundreds. Tens, ones. Time to subtract. Start over here. Uh-oh. We have to go to our only neighbor that has what we need. So we say, hey neighbor, could I have some sugar? And could we borrow 100? We borrowed 100. How many tens does it turn into? 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100. How many tens in 100? Say 10. Say it. There's 10. There's 10. So we're going to make 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right. Can we take away the 3 ones now? We still can't. He's got to go to his neighbor. Hey, neighbor, now I see you have enough. Can I borrow? And he's like, okay, you can borrow. So we borrow. How many ones are in a 10? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. How many ones in a 10? Say it. It's 10. See, guys, can't you tell I miss you? I'm getting cuckoo over here by myself. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, 10 ones. Now can we subtract? We can subtract 3 ones, like it says. I'm going to X just so I remember that I did it. 110, 2 hundreds. Check out my answer. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2. All right, I worked hard on that, but that doesn't mean I'm sure it's right. I want to try another method, which is why I asked you to do both to see if this is right. And we're going to have to do something up here. What are we going to have to do? Because I see there's 2 zeros. So I already know what am I going to have to do. I'm going to have to unbundle. Borrow twice. He becomes, 0 becomes, and then when he wants to borrow from the 10, this 10 becomes a 9. I'm going to erase so I have space for that. We borrowed twice. And the 0 becomes a 10. 10 take away 3. 9 take away 1. 4 take away 2. Woohoo! I got the same answer twice. That always makes me so happy. Now I could check with an addition sentence. What would my addition sentence be if I were going to check it? If you said those two numbers, yes. We're going to add these two guys, the two parts, to see if they add up to our total. And here's our total. See if it adds up to that. 7 plus 3 is 10. So I need 2. Carry. The sneaky 10. 8, 9, 10 again. Carry again. 2, 4, 5. We've checked it a whole bunch of different ways now. I feel good that our answer is correct. Hope you got the same answer as me, but it's cool if you did it a different way than me. All right. I am going to leave you with 2 problems to try on your own that I am not going to give you the answer to this time. And you know what? You don't need me to give you the answer because you already have ways to check your own work. So that's what I've been telling you. Don't ask me to check your work. You can check your own work. You know how to do it now, which is really exciting. Soon you're not going to need me anymore, and that's why you're going to be ready for 3rd grade. Because you won't need me anymore. It'll be so sad. Okay, 603 take away 487. And what you're going to do when you solve is you're going to use 2 strategies. You can use any strategies that you want, but use 2, so it'll help you check. If you get the same answer twice, what does that tell you? That's probably correct. If you get 2 different answers, what does that tell you? That there's probably a mistake somewhere and you go back and check. And then you can also check with an addition sentence. And I'm giving you one more problem, right? That's what I said. Okay, so it's going to be 900 take away 576. And if you notice, both of these numbers that we're taken away from have this 0 in the tens place that we were talking about. But the ones they're taking away, do they have a 0? So what do you think we're going to have to do? We're going to unbundle at some point. We're going to have to move into the next tens to help us. Okay, so if you want to try these 2 on your own, that would be super awesome. You can send me a picture. You can send me your answers. You can tell me if you checked it with your parent. You could check it on a calculator after you did it, but don't check it on a calculator first. You know how I do that in my center real quick and I cheat to see if you guys got the right answer? So you can do that at the end once you've solved them both, okay? I love you guys very much. I'll be posting more videos soon, and I love, love, love the pictures that some of you guys have sent me, and I will talk to you guys soon. Mwah.